Tuesday, back down here in the shop. Did get the car washed and cleaned up yesterday. Didn't do any videoing. Whenever I got out here, my dad helped me get it unloaded. We got it up on the lift, got started, tried to hurry up and get it done because it was terrible. Like I said, didn't get any video, and Dallas and Maggie wasn't down here. Maggie was running a fever and coughing, and so they stayed home. They stayed home again today. Maggie's fever is broke, but she's still coughing and said she's still got some body aches, so she's still at home right now. So I'm gonna try to do the best I can as far as videoing. But my plans tonight is to get that transmission out, get our spare transmission back in it, fired up, make sure that vibration's not there anymore, and then make sure there's no fluid leaking anywhere again. It took a while to get all that fluid out from under the car, and I'm sure I still probably missed some places here and there, but ended up spraying it down twice with degreaser out of the foam cannon, and the second time I sprayed it down, I got up underneath it and tried to wipe everything I could with a rag, and just trying to clean everything up as much as possible. So about to get up underneath it and see how good of a job I done or how good of a job I didn't do. So washing the tires yesterday, did notice the rear tires had a ton of oil all over them as well. So you know, that could have possibly been had something to do with the part of where you know, we kind of fired off fairly decent there for the first lap and a half or so, and then as that transmission was throwing more fluid, just started coating the rear tires with oil, and obviously that wasn't helping. Still felt like we was missing a little bit setup wise too, but that definitely wasn't helping with all the oil that was packed back there on the right rear, and even the left rear had oil on it, and all inside the wheel and the rim. So anyways, I'm gonna quit talking. I'm gonna get in here and try to get something done. All right, so we got that transmission out, got all the fittings and the arms, shifter arms, onto the spare there, which I'm gonna get that throw back up in there and get it installed and check it. Gonna get this one cleaned up and find out what we need to do with that. What's crazy is there's not really no clear answer of where the fluid's coming out at. It don't appear to be coming out of the vent plug, the vent cap. So the only thing I can assume is it's coming out of the rear seal. But the tail shaft, the input shaft, and all is good and tight. There's not a lot of slack or play in either one of those. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. But I do know somebody that can find out for me. And Mr. Jack, we'll get this boxed up and shipped up to him and let him see what he can find. I'm gonna go clean it off and go spray it off and clean it real good with the washer and degreaser before we box it up. That way he ain't working in a greasy, oily mess. But I have no idea where it's coming from as far as hey, this is where it's coming from, clear answer. So just assuming it's coming out of the rear seal. The tail shaft and the input are all tight, so I don't know. But we'll get that one here in just a second, and I'll pick you back up then.
Alright guys, so guys are down here in the shop today. Brad was out here Tuesday.
Maggie's doing better.
Worked on the car. Maggie's doing better. She's feeling a whole lot better. So working on transmission here. Did you tell him about the transmission?
I told him I was putting the spare in, and that was about all I told him.
Okay. So we
got to work.
Okay. So we had some issues with the transmission the other night. We told y'all about the fluid leaking, and we believe it's coming out of the rear main seal on the transmission. So we're gonna send the other one that we had problems with to Jack at Brinn, and get him to go through it and see what's going on with it. But in the meantime, we're gonna put our spare in and roll with this one.
We think that's which I think I said in that video the other night, that it really wasn't crystal clear where it was coming out.
Yeah. We believe that to be where it's coming out of. Because it was transmission fluid, right?
Yes. It was 100% transmission.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. It wasn't motor, and everything motor-wise looks good. But transmission fluid, there was transmission fluid everywhere.
It was all rigged.
So they're working on the fuel cell. Just gonna, I think they're draining the fuel out of that and looking at the foam, because we had to replace the foam, and just making sure the foam's not coming apart again. So, was the fuel filter nasty or something?
No, we're just looking to see about the foam, because it wipes the stick off. You can't read the fuel.
Okay. Okay, so with that, I know he's under the car and you may not be able to hear him well, but so they're going to check out the fuel cell foam, because when you stick the fuel stick in there, it's coming back clean, like there's nothing on it. So there's no way of telling how much fuel's in it, because it's like it's making it clean when it comes out. So that's a problem. So they're going to work on that, see if they can address that issue. So that's what he's doing back here. So just several different things going on right now. Just gonna try to eliminate some issues, and then after all this, after he gets the transmission in, drive shaft back in, then we get the fuel cell in, we've got to address some setup issues we're having. So a lot of work to do tonight, and I'll pick up the camera and show you guys as they're doing it, but right now there's really nothing to see. So he's just putting in the bolts on the transmission, and they're just looking at the fuel cell. All right, looks like we're struggling to get a fuel cell in.
Yes.
Looks like it's whooping up on him. Alright, looks like we got it in. We are watching The Dream on TV. Brad's got the transmission in. He's got the drive shaft back in, so it looks like we're good to go there. Obviously gonna change that fluid. So yeah, that's where we are. He's also doing some body work right here. The driver's side door. The guys are checking timing. So they checked the timing on the motor. Timing's fine. Brad has been getting this door back on with the Milwaukee rivet gun. Makes everything easier. Looks like Eldor's under rain delay. Austin has been oh God, what are you doing? Austin's been working on breaking down a tire and getting another tire mounted.
I really got wrong.
What are you doing?
I got a really bad problem here.
It appears that way, honey. Ah, I felt like a spider was on me. Spiderweb. Oh my gosh. Alright, so Brad's got a problem.
Hi guys, so Dallas didn't do an ending video last night. Been down here in the shop, been working on some shocks and spring stuff, trying to change up a few things here and there. Nothing major, just something, kind of some thoughts that I had and everything. Pretty much watching the weather for tomorrow. Tomorrow don't look great at all. I think last I looked, it's 65% chances storms. Says it's supposed to be from 2 to 8 tomorrow evening, and there's a chance of some pretty strong, severe straight line storms. So I mean, even if Talladega does race tomorrow or tries to race, if there's a chance of strong storms, I'm probably just going to set it at the house. I'm not going to chance it with strong storms a possibility. However, I'll watch the weather in the morning and take a look at it. If I do end up racing, all I got to do is put the shocks back on and just oil the heims and pretty much loaded on the trailer. Charge the batteries, loaded on the trailer. So that's where we're at for right now. We got a new distributor gasket on it last night. I don't know if Dallas showed you guys that. got everything buttoned back up as far as transmission and all that stuff. So it should be good to go as long as the weather holds out. But as of about 5 o'clock, 4:30, about 4:30, 5 o'clock Friday afternoon, it's not looking great. So anyways, I'm gonna head to the house right now. I gotta get to the UPS store before they close tonight. Get our transmission shipped off to Mr. Jack. And Dallas done made it label this morning. We got it boxed up, just got to get it sent out. So appreciate you guys watching. If you hadn't already, hit that like, share, subscribe button down below. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit that like button, ring the bell, comment down below. There we go. I'll get it right in just a second. Appreciate all of our partners: Warp Speed Performance Parts, Apparel Co, WJI Enterprises, PPM Racing Products, Penske Racing Shocks, Gorsuch Performance, Stop Tech Brakes, Brinn Transmission, BB Designs, all you guys over here on YouTube, everyone over on Patreon. If you hadn't checked that out over there, head over there and get signed up. And we'll catch you guys back in the shop next time we're out here. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or be next week. So anyways, appreciate it.